So, because I just couldn't wait for you to meet Christin, very exciting. So first things first, well, there's two first things really. So we want to talk about all these things that you've brought us, but you're a New Englander, born and raised, right?
This is home.
But now you're in LA, so what's it been like to not have Dunkin' Donuts?
It was a really sad day. I mean, America runs on Dunkin', and Christin runs on Dunkin'. So it was a tough couple of years when I first moved to LA.
But on Twitter, I saw recently you posted a celebratory picture.
I did. They actually opened one in Burbank, California, walking distance from my house.
Awesome.
So I can walk, lose weight, and then fill up.
Joy, once again, joy. That's good. People think we're obsessed, and we kind of are, right?
Yes.
But now, tell me about these beautiful things that you've brought here. Your mom and you worked on.
Yes, we actually made this sari. It's such a funny story because when I first asked the sisters, I actually worked with the Missionaries of Charity for 5 months as a way of preparing for the one-woman show, the Mother Teresa Project that I put together. And when I first asked them, well, how do you do this? Like, what happens here? First of all, the thing is yards long.
Oh wow.
Yards. It's so long. The actual saris, that they wear. I remember I asked the sister in charge, and she said to me, she's like, oh, and she went very quickly. She's like, you just throw this here and throw this there, and da-da-da, and ta-da. And one of the postulants came over to me afterwards, and she said, come here.
Good. Thank goodness.
And then she showed me that they actually have a little trick rope that they tuck things into, and that's part of it. And she said when they first get the sari, they actually stand there and the other sisters rope them in the sari.
That's what you need. That's what you need. Yes.
Yes. And since I don't have sisters on hand on set, this is actually a trick sari. So there's actually a little bit of an elastic hookup and some Velcro. Yeah.
Because you don't have any fashion mentors with you.
No, and I have a very quick change in the show. I actually play 6 characters total, including Mother Teresa every performance.
Wow. So the Peter Falk raincoat here. So tell us about that.
This is from my wonderful character, Jerry. He's a homeless man, and he's a homeless man with heart. He collects cans as part of the show, and he actually tears off the tops of the cans to save them for cancer research.
Oh, wow.
He is such a sweetheart, and I really wanted people to know the different dimensions and layers of people. So,
Sure. So all this is for this one-woman show with the 6 costume changes. Now, I know you had a beautiful show last night at St. John of God.
I did.
And that was just Mother Teresa last night, is that right?
Or was it all
of
the whole show?
Everybody.
So every time I perform, it's like a marathon.
Wow.
Going from character to character.
Wow. What brought you to, I mean, that's a pretty aggressive schedule for one show.
Yes.
So what brought you to that?
I have always loved comedy, and I've always loved characters. I grew up watching Lucille Ball and I Love Lucy just like everyone else.
Sure.
I loved sitcoms. I loved, the Kimmy Gibblers of Full House. I loved those characters that could just make people laugh. I loved their uniqueness, and I loved their quirkiness. And I think it's really important to be able to tell people about the importance of every person.
Sure.
And the nuances. And I've just always been in love with that as a creator and as an actor. So when I put together Person to Person, a Mother Teresa project, that was part of my goal, was really having these unique characters, that make people laugh, but then really getting to the heart of who they are.
Sure, their authentic selves. But and I've seen your web series, which is just really great. Just so you have such talent. But we mentioned you're in LA now, and you just talked about comedy. But I've always known you to be a person very involved in your faith life.
Yes.
So what's it like to be a Catholic comedian in LA?
A Catholic comedian in LA. Well, thank God I've been spared. I haven't had to audition for anything or been a part of anything that I felt like, oh gosh, why did I do that? Or how did that happen? It's very hard because you don't have a lot of control.
Sure.
I don't have control over where my agent gets me auditions, and I don't have control over where I book. I mean, I really see it as a ministry. I got into the habit a long, long time ago of when I'm on set, I pray my Divine Mercy Chaplet going in for whoever I'm going to meet that day. And then if I don't have very complicated dialogue, I will actually pray my rosary for whoever I'm going to meet that day while I'm on set.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm a promised Pauline cooperator.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
a third order with the Daughters of St. Paul.
Yeah. Perfect match for you. Yeah, that's great.
Yes, and I'm so blessed to have them in my life. I mean, the sisters are all like, I don't know if they know this, but I feel like they're like my little aunts.
That's great.
I'm so grateful for them.
Sister aunts, yeah.
Sister aunts, yes.
That's perfect. And of course, big presence in LA of the Daughters of St. Paul.
Yes.
Beautiful media center.
Yes.
And some great courses that they offer there too. So
Yes.
you were smart to keep up that mentoring.
Yes, and they keep me on track. And
Good.
I told them that if I don't make it to heaven, it's their own fault.
It's always great to have somebody to blame, isn't it?
Exactly.
So now you had the show last night at St. John of God, and you have another one coming up in Halifax.
Yes, in September.
So, so will that be all 6 characters as well?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Great. So, where can people learn more then about not just the Halifax, but maybe to see? I saw some of the videos on your
Sure.
website. Where can people
Yes.
find that?
So that is www.p2 as in the number 2 P Theater, spelt the fancy way, re.com.
Okay.
So p2ptheater.com.
Okay, great. Because I think I had your blog spot as we put up on air. So
It's all good.
so repeat that for me one more time.
It's p2ptheater.com.
p2ptheater.com.
Yes.
That's great. Okay, so now we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after that.